Remember when milk was just milk? You grabbed whole or 2% and that was it. Those days are dead. While you've been mindlessly grabbing the cheapest gallon, some truly questionable brands have been flooding shelves with watery disasters, spoilage nightmares, and premium-priced disappointments that taste worse than tap water. We're talking milk that curdles before the expiration date, $9 organic brands that taste like filtered sadness, and factory farms slapping organic labels on industrial dairy while charging double. So let's talk about the 8 milk brands that range from absolute disasters to the ones actually worth your money, because life's too short to pour liquid regret on your cereal. Smash that subscribe button because we're about to save you from some seriously disappointing dairy decisions. Number 8, Walmart Great Value Milk. At $3.50 per gallon, Great Value is the cheapest milk you'll find. Too bad it consistently fails at the most basic. Requirement: not transforming into chunky cottage cheese days before the expiration date. What you get is thin, watery milk with a weirdly slimy mouthfeel when it starts to turn, which happens fast. Taste is aggressively bland with a chemical aftertaste, like someone dissolved milk powder in tap water. It spoils days, sometimes a week, before the printed date, turning gritty and gelatinous. 8 grams of protein sounds fine until you're dumping curdled milk down the drain on day 4. At $3.50 per gallon, you're paying $1 per spoiled serving. Reviews are brutal. Being a lifelong milk drinker, this Great Value milk has been consistently terrible. Another cut to the point: it tastes horrible. Multiple reviewers report it spoils before expiration every single time, often sourced from Aurora Dairy, which has been shrouded in factory farm controversy. Great Value exists because Walmart prioritizes being cheapest. Quality be damned. They're banking on you being too broke or busy to notice your $3 savings turn into $9 losses when you dump half the jug before Thursday. You're not saving money if you're throwing away half. When cheap means spoiled by Tuesday, you've created the dairy equivalent of gas station sushi. Number 7, Aldi Friendly Farms Milk. Aldi's Friendly Farms turns budget milk into a lottery. While Aldi built its reputation on surprisingly good store brands, milk is the exception. Every carton is a coin flip. Will it taste acceptable or like it's already turning? Texture varies wildly, sometimes smooth, other times thin and watery with a chalky or even slimy coating. Taste ranges from decent to distinctly off with sour undertones. Shelf life is completely unpredictable. Might last a week or spoil in 3 days. At $2.50 to $3 per gallon, it's rock bottom pricing reflecting zero quality control. Reviewers confirm the chaos. 1 week it's fine, the next week it's garbage. Another admitted, "I've given up," trying to predict which batch will be drinkable. Aldi's budget model works for shelf-stable goods, but falls apart with perishables. They're cutting costs in storage or transportation, and you're paying the price. While Aldi excels at many products, milk isn't one of them. Saving $1 doesn't matter when you can't trust the milk will last until tomorrow. When affordable means playing Russian roulette with your cereal, you've created a product nobody should buy. Number 6, Maple Hill 100%. Grass-fed organic whole milk. At $7 to $9 per gallon, Maple Hill promised premium grass-fed milk from happy cows. Instead, you get tap water with milk added for color. Texture is so thin it's like drinking flavored water through a straw. No viscosity, zero richness. Taste is bland and flat. Recent 2025 batches described as gamey with off-putting stinky smell. Gone bad weeks before the sell-by date. At $9 per gallon, you're paying 56 cents per watery cup. Tasting Table's reviewer thought she'd accidentally bought skim, it was so thin. Reviews describe it tasting identical to water with Oreos. If I had dipped my Oreo in water instead, it would have tasted exactly the same. Multiple 2025 reviews mention spoilage and quality decline. Maple Hill banks on consumers equating grass-fed organic with automatic quality, charging for credentials rather than taste. Ultra-pasteurization kills whatever flavor grass feeding might create. They're selling the fantasy of happy cows while delivering bottled sadness. When you're paying $9 and it tastes worse than $3 store brand, something's catastrophically wrong. Grass-fed credentials mean nothing if the final product is $9 tap water with a cow on the label. Number 5, Land O'Lakes Milk. Founded in 1921 with 1,800 member farms, Land O'Lakes should deliver quality. Instead, they're coasting on nostalgia while delivering aggressively mediocre milk. The beige sedan of dairy. Texture is thin and flat, lacking creaminess. Taste is bland and uninspiring. Nothing wrong, nothing right. Just dairy flavored neutrality. At $3.50 to $4.50 per gallon, it's mid-tier pricing for bottom-tier experience. Reviews are lukewarm. Land O'Lakes milk is an okay brand, not as creamy as I like it to be. When okay is the strongest compliment, you've got problems. It costs nearly the same as actually good organic brands delivering superior taste. Land O'Lakes survives on brand recognition and shelf space inertia. They're counting on shoppers grabbing the familiar logo without comparing. This is century-old mediocrity, when a brand decides legacy matters more than quality improvement. When the best compliment is, it's milk, but barely. You've created the definition of mediocrity. You're paying mid-tier prices, wondering why your cereal tastes like disappointment. Number 4, Horizon Organic Milk. Launched in '91 as an organic pioneer, Horizon is now owned by Dean Foods, the largest conventional milk producer globally, charging $6 per gallon for factory farm milk with an organic sticker. The Cornucopia Institute gave them 0 out of 5 cows, calling them ethically deficient. Texture is thin, missing organic creaminess. Taste has artificial sweetness from ultra-pasteurization, with some batches tasting odd and smoky. At $5 to $6 per gallon, you're paying premium prices for questionable practices. Horizon operates 11 corporate farms with 1,000 to 2,000 cows each, opposite of small family farms. Cows get only 4 months pasture time yearly, half what ethical brands provide. Horizon refused to participate in organic surveys. The Cornucopia Institute even filed legal action over their use of organic. Here's the thing, Organic Valley pulled out of Walmart to maintain standards. Horizon doubled down and became their supplier. By buying Horizon, you're funding the largest conventional producer while paying extra for an organic label barely meeting minimums. When watchdogs call you ethically deficient and you refuse surveys, your credentials are a joke. You're paying $6 for factory farm milk with a greenwash label. If this is already saving you from a bad dairy purchase, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. Number 3, Costco Kirkland Signature Milk. Kirkland delivers quality matching name brands at better prices. Their organic milk tastes fresh and creamy consistently. One catastrophic problem, the jug design is so bad that 75% of customers report leaks. Texture is velvety with proper creaminess. Taste is clean and fresh without off flavors. At $3.50 to $4 per gallon is exceptional organic value. Reviews rave about taste, always so smooth. Tastes fresh and has the creamy consistency we look for. But packaging complaints are universal. 75% of the time they leak and leak badly when pouring. One reviewer nailed it. These seem designed without the consumer in mind but the store itself. The rectangular jug maximizes warehouse efficiency but ignores that humans have to pour it. They're prioritizing logistics over user experience. When logistics teams forget humans exist, you get great milk in a drunk engineer's jug design. This is genuinely good organic milk trapped in terrible packaging. When the hardest part is getting milk to your glass without creating a flood, the packaging has catastrophically failed. Number 2, Lactaid's lactose-free milk. Lactaid pioneered lactose-free milk, opening dairy to the 68% of people with lactose malabsorption. By adding lactase enzyme to break down problematic milk sugar, they created milk that tastes real because it is real, just fixed. At $4.50 to $6.50 per gallon, it's premium but justifiable for digestive peace. Texture is smooth and rich, richer than fat content suggests. Taste is slightly sweeter. Lactase breaks lactose into simpler sugars, not added sweetener. Ultra pasteurized for extended shelf life. 8 grams protein, 13 grams naturally occurring sugar, 130 calories. Reviews are overwhelmingly positive at 4.7 to 4.8 stars. Tastes like regular milk, no stomach issues, best tasting and most consistent quality. Lactaid solved a genuine problem millions face, loving dairy but having bodies reject it. They didn't create weird alternatives, they fixed actual dairy. First is market with consistent quality built fierce loyalty among people who finally don't choose between taste and comfort. When millions can suddenly enjoy real milk without digestive warfare, you've created something genuinely valuable, justifying premium pricing. And if you're finding this ranking useful, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. Number 1, Fairlife Ultra Filtered. Milk. Launched in 2012 to create better milk, Fairlife uses ultrafiltration to concentrate protein and calcium while filtering out sugars, rebuilding milk from the molecular level. The result, 50% more protein, 50% less sugar, creamy texture so rich their fat-free tastes like 2%. At $7 to $9 per gallon equivalent, it's expensive, but the profile justifies it. Texture is extra creamy, almost thick enough for half and half. Taste is smooth and slightly sweet without watery disappointment. Lactose-free as a filtration byproduct. 13 grams protein per cup, 62% more than standard, not just 50. 6 grams sugar, 50% less. 380 milligrams calcium, 30% daily value. Reviews are enthusiastic. Best milk ever created. Why does this taste so good? The only milk my family drinks. Sourced from fewer than 40 farms with rigorous quality control. Extended shelf life reduces waste. Fairlife actually innovated instead of slapping premium labels on conventional products. They created milk legitimately better for fitness enthusiasts needing protein, diabetics avoiding sugar spikes, and lactose intolerant people wanting real dairy. They're charging premium for premium that delivers. Not selling a story, selling measurably better milk. When fat-free milk tastes like 2%, packs 62% more protein, and stays fresh for weeks, you've created something worth the premium that makes conventional milk look like a rough draft. The milk aisle is a minefield of watery disappointments and hidden gems. From Walmart's spoilage disasters to Fairlife's filtered excellence, your choice matters more than you think. We've got budget brands that can't stay fresh, premium organic imposters running factory farms, and actual innovation making milk better than evolution provided. Great value proves cheap isn't savings when you're dumping half the gallon. Fairlife shows. Premium can be justified with 62% more protein and 50% less sugar. Bottom line, don't trust marketing. That organic label doesn't mean ethical if it's factory farmed. That grass-fed premium doesn't matter if it tastes like water. That rock bottom price isn't a deal if it spoils. Read Cornucopia Institute reports if you care about organic practices. Check reviews before switching. Sometimes the best milk is behind Costco's terrible jug or costs twice as much because it's worth it. Your cereal deserves better than liquid regret. Hit subscribe if this changed how you'll buy milk, and drop a comment telling us which brand you swear by.